Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 3XL podcast. My name is Ray. You can find me everywhere on social media at RAY200123. With me, as always, the co-host of the 3XL podcast, unavailable. Try again, BKD. How you doing, bro?
I'm sick.
You sound a little sick, a little bit on the weather, but I'll try to bring as much
I
energy as
am.
possible. So I appreciate you doing this. um,
Word.
so real quick before I got on here as far as recording, I was not aware that you had not watched Dynamite, nor as far as watched the tapings for Collision, right?
Yeah, the past 2 weeks been bowling.
Damn, my man's staying healthy. But I do have as far as some details what's going to happen, what to expect during All In. Minus as far as the 0 hour, but we'll start with that. First up, we have is Willow Nightingale with Tomohiro Ishii versus Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. This is for the All In match. This is the first match they only have announced. Supposedly, this is for the All In, for the All Out stipulation. I believe the winner gets to choose the stipulation for All Out, which I think is in Chicago. But right now, Statlander and Stokely are minus 160 favored. Willow and Tomohiro Ishii are plus 120 dog.
To
I
pick 'em.
pick I pick Statlander and Stokely. I don't feel confident about it, but I'm gonna go with them. This kind of feud somewhat kind of stalled out a bit in my opinion, but I'll go for now with Statlander. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Statlander and Stokely. I think that they they need to win here. Willow's she's over. She's not gonna hurt taking a loss, and then if she wins, with Chris Statlander picking the stipulation, there really is no doubt to who definitively wins this feud. Plus, I don't get why Tomohiro Ishii is in this match.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
It was kind of weird when I saw it. That part that I did see, and
I,
if something just tells me Stokely is gonna cheat, I love fucking Stokely, man. He's
I, I,
funny as hell.
I was gonna say I think they're part of the conglomeration thing with Mark Briscoe. Like I think he was in that. Willow was in there too, so I think that's probably why.
Stokely is awesome. I hope they win. Because just the shit that he would say after he wins, it would be awesome.
I so I assume the chain that they've been using will come into effect, and they'll probably use on Ishii and Ishii at the pin probably to protect Willow. And
I can see that.
okay, I
I
mean,
can see that.
so that's the only as far as match that we have for 0 hour. Tony Khan's sick ass. He'll probably add like 15 matches to the 0 hour, but this is that we're doing this as far as on Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time. So if they add any matches, don't add us. Like, where the fuck is this match? I don't know.
Let's see
Fucking
at least three more. Three more. Let's see.
probably some
He usually
local,
has like three or four on the 0 hour.
probably some local UK talent that no one gives a shit about. But anyway,
Um,
is there? Wait, well, let me ask you this before we move on to the main card. Is there any matches you think they might add in the 0 hour?
Honestly, because I haven't been watching, I haven't seen the last two episodes of either Dynamite or Collision. I don't know. I would love to give you an answer, but I don't know who's been doing what. I do think that those dudes that I can't remember their names, but the ones that are jobbers, like from the 80s, they do the 80s vignettes.
Oh
They
yeah.
like brothers. I think that they could add them in some kind of match or private party, somebody like that. I could definitely see them adding, somebody in that capacity just to fill up the card. Or, maybe you like you said, a UK talent or a New Japan talent. I can see them adding them to, or Ring of Honor talent. I can see them adding them to, like, because I don't even think that Roderick Strong and the Kingdom are on the main card, so they could also be in there. They could do Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs,
Mm-hmm.
or even Dynamite Kid's son or nephew or whatever he is. I think that he could be on this. So there's a few people that they can add to the card.
They might. They'll probably do it last minute, but that's all we have for now. So I guess we'll move on to the main card. I do. There was a couple wrestlers you did now state are actually on the card, but I'll go over that with y'all in just a second. Move on to the main card. We have for the for the World Championship, the Learning True Chris Jericho going against Hook. Currently, we have as far as Chris Jericho is a plus 700 dog, Hook a minus 2,000 favorite. I didn't initially make a pick here, but I guess Hook would be the right pick. I I mean, I don't know where to go with Jericho with this. I think Hook needs to win more than Jericho does, in my opinion. I think Jericho's probably trying to just get the rub to everybody. To those, as far as I'm not familiar, Collision is coming up on Saturday night. That is taped, but there is a match between Hook and Big Bill. I strongly recommend watching. It was one of the most insane matches, like crazy reactions I've ever seen, based off the reaction from the fans. That UK crowd or from Cardiff was just fantastic. The whole night for the taping for Dynamite and Collision, they brought the energy the entire night. So I don't know what the hell they were drinking, but watch that for sure. But for this, I guess I'll lean on Hook. Who you got?
Don't care.
I know you don't care about Chris Jericho. You want to move on?
Don't really care about Hook either.
Really? He stalled out?
No. Yeah, don't care. I guess if I have to make a pick, I'll pick Hook. But at the end of the day, I'm sure that Samoa Joe will probably come in, and Big Bill and what's his name, Brian Keith. Guess I don't care.
I mean, honestly, I mean, the gimmick is whatever. A lot of people were calling for Jericho to retire. Jericho's kind of somewhat in denial as far as doesn't think he's ready to retire. He's just trying to put people over. I guess as long as he's trying to put people over, that's okay. But his age is starting to show. He is starting to botch quite a bit more than usual. So I think once he misses one of those moonsaults or lands on his head, I think it's time for him to go.
I just mean in what he's done as far as trying to put people over, I can't think of really too many people that has worked for.
I mean, his gimmick, the learning tree. I mean, give the man props. He's done a fantastic job of refreshing his gimmick or character. Him picking up the "that doesn't work for me, brother" line. Does kind of give me
anything away from him.
Yeah. No, I know that. I know.
Yeah. Whenever he changes up his gimmick, he doesn't do a bad job with the gimmick. I just don't care anymore.
I was trying to lean on what you told me that because you were the one that brought it up as far as him constantly refreshing his gimmick, but
he always comes up with different gimmicks, and even back to his WWE days, he comes up with different gimmicks and he's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he and Matt Hardy are great at refreshing their characters, but that doesn't mean that I want to keep seeing you. Okay, how good your character is sometimes. Just get tired of seeing people on the screen.
Yeah, him and his trunks, not the long boys, is kind of doesn't look good. That doesn't work for me, brother. Anything else you want to add to this match?
Nope.
All right, move on. All right, next up we have is the AEW World Tag Team Championship. I feel like I'm having deja vu again. We have FTR going against the Young Bucks, the champions, and the Acclaim. The only difference here from last year is the Acclaim is added to this triple threat. Again, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it seeing the FTR and Young Bucks matches. It feels like it's just getting a little old now. And then the Acclaim is another entity is being added where I don't know if they're baby faces or heels. I don't even know what they're trying to do anymore. So far as currently the odds, the Young Bucks are minus 700 favorites, FTR plus 400, Acclaim plus 700. Feels like the Bucks are probably going to win, probably pin the Acclaim, and likely stretch this feud with FTR. I'll go with the Young Bucks. Who you got?
This is another one that I'm really like, whatever. It's like, these are the only 3 tag teams that you have? You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to keep seeing these same 3 tag teams in the mix? I'm tired of seeing FTR and Young Bucks. I just feel like there's way more talent on this roster than they really give opportunities to. And all they do is have a lot of the talent that they have get squashed by these 3 teams. Like, they could have easily changed, the Bang Bang Gang and had them going for the tag titles, or have Private Party going for the tag titles. I mean, you have other tag teams, and this was supposed to be a company that loved and respected tag team wrestling. But it doesn't really feel that way, especially when you constantly see the Young Bucks and FTR and the Acclaim in the tag title picture. I'm kind of over it.
I mean, I don't know if I mean, to defend them, sadly, this is going to be a sad attempt. They do love tag team, probably a little too much. They have the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the AEW Trios Championship, the ROH Tag Team Champions, the ROH 6-man Tag Team. So they love a little too much to the point where they've already thinned their roster out because of so many belts in this damn freaking company.
Yeah, now that I will agree with. I think that they do have way too many titles. You know, and honestly reminds me of WCW in the late '90s when WCW just had like 50 million championships. It's just like, bruh, why? Next thing you know, they're gonna have a 8-man tag champions
Oh,
or
Jesus
whatever.
Christ.
But I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks probably winning this.
And
I
I
don't know
don't.
where you go if you have the same or FTR win.
Okay, I do have a question, but I guess I'll ask you this question once I'm done with this one. But nothing else to add on this one if you have nothing to add.
No, not
All
really.
right, moving on to the next match. This one is for the TNT Championship with Jack Perry going against Darby Allin in a coffin match. I don't know why that's necessary in this match, but now, of course, speaking of new belts, now Jack Perry has a new black TNT belt, and I swear to God, Tony loves his belts. Currently, Jack Perry, he was a minus 600 favorite. Now he's a minus 1,000 favorite. Darby Allin was a plus 350 dog. Now he's a plus 550 underdog. Currently, the odds are favoring Jack Perry. It feels like Perry should be the right person to go over here.
Damn straight he should.
After that, I mean, first of all, that I don't even know. Okay, here's my issue with AEW sometimes. I swear to God, like sometimes they miscast their babyfaces and heels, and what I mean is like it's hard to tell if you were watching AEW for the first time and you saw that blood and guts match between Darby Allin saying he was going to light Jack Perry on fire, Jack Perry being handcuffed, refusing to quit, about to get lit on fire. You would assume Jack Perry is the good guy as the fighting babyface, refusing to give up, and Darby Allin the heel, and after he took that chair shot from, was it Briscoe, I think?
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, what the hell are we doing here?
His shot was gnarly too.
Yes, he did. It was, the chair was apparently
It
shaved,
was gnarly.
but Jesus Christ.
That looked awful.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, I guess they didn't learn their lesson with Chris Benoit. But so far, well, going into this, I will pick Jack Perry. I think he is the right guy to go over here, continuing the feud with the Elite versus AEW, but that kind of stalled out as well. Who you got on this one?
Man, you just had to say his name. You couldn't say that the chair shot from Sean Spears to Cody Rhodes, huh? You couldn't use that one. But I'm gonna pick Jack Perry here because I think that he needs to win, especially after you threaten to light the man on fire. You bring him back. You're giving him a push. It's too early to take the title away from him. And doesn't Darby still have a World Heavyweight Championship title match coming up?
He does.
Fucking idiots. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Perry here.
I swear to God. Yeah, so my question to you was as far as
going against Darby. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah. I mean, I assume fire is going to be played into this, but my question was as far as the Elite. They haven't really done shit with the belts and this feud, like faction. It's just kind of, they're just there now. Like, and the same thing with Okada. Like, I don't. What do you think?
Even on the card? I don't think he's on the card.
Okada is not listed on the card. I assume he's going to be in another match, but maybe it would be announced to something else. I have no idea. You know what? It doesn't really matter as far as the Elite are doing whatever they want, I guess. Like, I assume they have something as far as to play up to later, but I guess they'll pick up once Kenny Omega comes back, whenever that is. But yeah, I really have nothing to add. The only thing I'll ask is, do you think they'll be fired in this match?
I mean, it's a coffin match. There'll probably be something stupid like that. Maybe they'll put him in the coffin and light it on fire, light Darby on fire or something.
Kind of like Kane Undertaker?
Yeah, something like that. I can easily see Okada coming out, helping out Jack Perry, and they light the coffin on fire after they put Darby in there, which would be kind of awesome to see him go away for a while.
We'll see. Okay, I have nothing else to add, and I assume you don't have anything either. We'll move on to the next match. This one is the one I feel like is probably could steal the night. It is the Casino Gauntlet match for a guaranteed world title shots, because Tony loves to give guaranteed title shots. So far, the people who are listed are Hangman Page. He's a minus 500 favorite. Orange Cassidy at plus 1,200. Mark Briscoe, the ROH champion, plus 2,000. Roderick Strong did announce that he is going to be in the Casino Gauntlet. And a couple surprises as far as that I believe will likely show up. One, likely a departing Ricochet from WWE into AEW, I believe is a night. You think Ricochet is going to win?
Why not?
Bobby Lashley is rumored. Some news as far as Jay White possibly showing up, but he may be hold out because of injury news. And a supposedly Shane O'Mac might possibly be in the Gauntlet match. I don't think he will. I sincerely doubt it, but I will pick Hangman to win this Casino Gauntlet match. Who are you going with?
I don't know. I don't want to see Hangman against. Well, who would he go against? I guess it depends on who wins. It could be Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Which that would be an interesting match.
Have they wrestled before?
I believe they did. I could see Ricochet winning, but I could see them just making giving him a feud out of this with somebody costing him the match. Or him costing somebody the match and they come in and throw him out and they start a feud. I'm kind of torn between Hangman and Ricochet.
Well, notice the key where it says AEW title shot. Did it say World Heavyweight Championship? Guaranteed World title shot.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Yeah.
No, man.
I go with Hangman just because he's been there, done that, and you can't go wrong with him in a title picture. And plus, he's on this deranged kind of thing, so maybe I'll give it to him. I don't see him giving. Tony doesn't have the balls to put Ricochet in a title match right away.
Yeah, I think they can do Ricochet Ospreay. Yeah, we might get Ricochet Ospreay maybe an All In or All Out.
If Bobby Lashley shows up, maybe they throw him in there.
I mean, that'd be with him in the Hurt Business.
That would be awesome if I'm being honest.
That crowd would. I mean, that crowd would pop for anyone. For Ricochet, for Bobby Lashley, for Shane O'Mac, for anybody to be honest. But
you bring out the Hurt Business. I mean, I think people love the Hurt Business and was sad when they went away. And I know that 3 of them are free agents. I don't know about Cedric Alexander, but I do know that Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP are all free agents. So
yeah,
you never know.
Any people you might anticipate coming back? Maybe Adam Cole. I don't know if he's close to returning, but it's been almost a year since he got hurt.
I don't know.
It might be time for him to come back. Yeah, because last time we saw him was at Dynasty. Or no, it was.
After didn't MJF put him out of business? I
think he just knocked him out. I think he just kicked in the balls. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, we'll see. As far as it could be anyone. Tony loves to do these little surprise things, and the crowd loves surprises. So we'll probably hear some news tonight or tomorrow morning as far as who might be at the airport in London. But anything else you want to add to this? All right, move on to the next match. Next up, we have Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, for the AEW Women's World Championship against Mariah May, or Mariah Stratton, or Tiffany May. Currently, we have as far as Toni Storm the plus 700 dog, and Mariah May the minus 1,000 favorite. Originally, I had Toni Storm, and I'm kind of cowering now to go inside with Mariah May. She is, I think, in her home country. I can see Mariah May possibly getting support from the fans. I think Tony is kind of counting on it. That's probably why Vegas has the odds on Mariah May. So I'm going to reluctantly pick Mariah May. I wouldn't be shocked if Toni Storm wins, but I'm going with Mariah May. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Mariah Stratton, man. That's what the story has been. The story has been her being her lackey and her taking her place. So I see Mariah Stratton winning this championship. If she doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me.
I can see your point from that, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Toni Storm has finally became a babyface. She's way over with the crowd. But I think you want to push the younger talent, and I don't think Toni Storm has a problem with doing that. I mean, I don't mind looking at Mariah May, but that's just me.
I still don't know Toni Storm with batshit crazy, though.
Yeah, they never, you know what, that's a whole other story. I mean, there's people out there that love Toni Storm's gimmick. I know Sean Ross Sapp is a big fan of Toni Storm. Brian Alvarez not so much, but yeah. I don't mind either.
I'm pretty neutral on it either way. I'm just wondering why. Why did she go batshit crazy?
Same thing with Luther. They never explained that either.
Yeah, and he was batshit crazy and went kind of sane.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the only thing about her character and her gimmick in the story that just baffles me to this day is that I don't understand why.
Hmm.
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you persist?
I mean, I'm kind of looking for. They had some really good heat that set up the match. That fantastic angle they had with Mariah May that just had a bloody Tony Storm and Dynamite that set up after the Owen Hart tournament. That was a great angle they set up that nobody really saw coming. But this kind of died out a little bit, sadly. But
I'm looking forward to
looking forward to it. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good match. That's why I'm looking forward to it.
I'm still looking forward to it. Like, they did enough, in my opinion, to set up for the match, but we'll see how it goes. Now,
I think from a wrestling aspect, it'll be good.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. But anything
It'll be a hard hitting match.
They might. I mean, she might take her head off with her ass, but
yeah, but I mean, it's going to be bloody and it's going to be hard hitting.
We'll see.
Neither one of them hold back.
Yeah, they've been kind of drawn blood lately, haven't they? Okay, I guess we'll see that. So likely blood, lock of the night. Anything else I had to miss?
Nah, just looking forward to it.
All right, next one here. This one for sure looking forward to. We have for the TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné going against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Currently, Mercedes Moné was a minus 2,000 favorite. She has skyrocketed to a minus 5,000 favorite. Britt Baker was a plus 700 dog to a plus 1,000 dog. To kind of put things in perspective, in order for you to win $100, you have to bet Vegas 2,000. Now it went to 5,000. So if you want to win $100, bet 5,000. The money's yours. I am certainly looking forward to this match. Mercedes Moné has finally found her niche here. She was miscast as a babyface. Now she's a full blown heel. She has, what's her name? That big broad. What's her name? Camille. Yeah, she's gone. I believe she's casted correctly here. She's rightfully the heel, with Britt Baker being the babyface, where she's the homegrown AEW girl, where Mercedes Moné is the outside WWE chick, where she was one of the original four. Great as far as they had a go-home show with the two of them doing a contract signing. Britt Baker has been really good on promos. Mercedes Moné, really good too. I feels like there is a little bit of bad blood here for some reason. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I feel like these two are going to have a physical match. I don't know why, that's just me. I just hope for the love of God that Britt Baker doesn't get hurt again. But I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné on this one. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Mercedes. I think they're setting up a feud later on down the line where Camille interferes now, but Jamie Hayter comes back, because I think from what it looked like, she was almost ready to come back. So I'm looking forward to seeing whether, maybe in All Out they have a rematch, and that's when Jamie Hayter comes in, and then you get the Camille and Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter.
Maybe a tag team?
But it should be a good match. Yeah, I think they'll have a tag team match.
Okay.
And I think that'll be good. Hopefully at some point they'll do something with Deonna Purrazzo and
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, other than have them go up against each other 50 million fucking times.
That's true. Another goddamn collision match. Okay, so you brought up an interesting point. So you believe Jamie Hayter is likely to re-debut here?
I don't think it's going to be here.
I think it is going to be here, especially in the UK.
I just don't know where she is as far as her recovery. See, I mean, that's the hardest part when it comes to trying to determine a lot of these returns, is because a lot of them have been out for a while,
Okay.
And you hear that they're not cleared. So it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, I think that she'll be back, when I don't know how she is on her recovery.
Well, if this means anything, there is a betting prop that, as far as Bet Online has, Jamie Hayter will return, yes or no. Yes is a minus 2,000 favorite.
So does she return?
Yes.
Make it a match?
I don't know about that. Just returning, yes. But someone knows something to put that prop up. But that's a very, very high odds. I think she will return, but whether she turns on Britt, I don't know.
Because you already have Camille in there to help Mercedes. So what would be if you're going to bring Jamie Hayter back, but still have Britt Baker lose? What was the point of bringing Jamie Hayter back? Unless Jamie Hayter's turning on Britt. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But we could. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know as far as what would happen if she. Maybe they might swerve us. I don't know. But that kind of be stupid, especially in the UK. I don't know.
I say it's kind of rough to see them bringing her back here, but like I said, I'd be here for it.
All right, we'll see, man. Anything else you want to add to the match?
No, I think that is going to be a decent match.
Okay, I agree. Next one. This one is a little bit incomplete, but I know who as far as will be. This is for the London ladder match for the AEW World Trios Championship. We have the Christian Cage and the Patriarchy going against the Bang Bang Gang, House of Black, and the fourth match was announced. Spoilers, cover your ears if you don't know what it is.
Let me guess. It's the Kingdom.
No.
Oh, no. Wow, really?
It's an odd pair. It's Wheeler Yuta, Cesaro, and the Bastard Pack.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, that was the main event for Collision, but Pac got a hell of a reaction in Cardiff, so they are the final four men. But this, they kind of hinted this is going to be somewhat of a TLC match. They introduced, the Bang Bang Gang brought out the tables. They had chairs with Christian Cage, obviously, and now you have the ladder matches. So, right now, as far as the odds, the Patriarchy is minus 400, Bang Bang Gang plus 350, House of Black plus 1300, Pac and BCC is 375 plus underdogs. I would love to see the Bang Bang Gang win. That's who I picked originally. I think Christian Cage will probably win, but you know what? The hell with it. I'll stick with the Bang Bang Gang. I'll pick them as the winners. Who you got on this one?
That's a weird pairing. Why don't you just put Pac in the casino battle, the casino
Gauntlet?
gauntlet match and have him go for the title? He's been on kind of like a little winning streak. Whatever. Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Really? You the Cesaro and Pac?
Mm-hmm. It was kind of weird. Watch Collision for sure.
Well, I can see Christian winning. I like Christian, so I like all the teams except for that other team. It's just weird. But I love the House of Black. I would love to see them win. I would love to see Bang Bang Gang win. I really don't know who I want to see, but who do I think? That one is a tough one for this match.
Yeah, I don't think no one's gonna hit perfect on this one, brother.
Yeah, no. You know what? I'm gonna just go with the favorite and say Christian.
Go for it, man. That's everyone's favorite father. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I assume this is probably the one guy that benefit from this whole entire match is likely Nick Wayne. I think he's the guy that probably will shine here. Get the guy a little bit of a showcase here in the UK. Give him his moment. I really hope. Well, I think Luchasaurus is hurt a little bit, and I think Christian Cage should not be taking any falls from the top of a ladder, for the love of God. But it's an interesting element. You have Brody King in here. You have Buddy Matthews. I don't know. I've never seen Alistair take a top role, but I imagine Pac will probably have some crazy as far as moves in here. Wheeler Yuta might take a nasty fall, but we'll see. Overall, I'm kind of looking forward to this match. I think it's an interesting element. I'm a fan of the Bang Bang Gang with Juice Robinson in there, but I'll go with them for now, but I don't feel confident. Anything else you want to add to this?
I'm surprised that's a team. Still surprised. That's weird.
That was kind of surprising. But watch Collision is definitely worth a watch if anybody wants to watch it. But we'll move on to the co-main event. Next one, this one I'm for sure looking forward to. We have for the AEW American Championship, the champion MJF going against Will Ospreay. Currently, Will Ospreay, he was a minus 1,200 favorite. Now he's a minus 5,000 favorite. MJF was a plus 600 dog. Now a plus 1,000 dog. So Vegas is not. They're not fooling anybody. Nobody's fooled that. No one thinks Will Ospreay is going to lose his match, and I don't think he's going to. There's no way in hell he's losing in his home country. He will actually be my lock of the night. I will go with Will Ospreay picking this one. But overall, they've done a tremendous job building up this feud. They actually played into it where MJF, the reason why he turned heel, was he kind of shifted some blame towards Will Ospreay, that he became the new toy and people love MJF, but he ruined it because he stepped into the light, and that's why people turned, or MJF turned on everyone, or betrayed everyone's trust. But his insecurities played into it. However, but I think MJF has done a great job as far as kind of building up this freaking title.
Let's be realistic. MJF doesn't need a reason to be a dick.
I mean, he's already a dick.
Yeah. Even when he's a good guy, he's a dick. So it's not like we don't need a reason for him to be a dick. He's just a dick.
I mean, he does have he's our scumbag line, so
Yeah, so it's not like he's ever a good guy. It's not like he has to go out of his way to give a reason for why he's being a dick. It's just like, oh, that's just MJF being MJF.
So now that I think about it, this match, the last time they wrestled, they went for 1 hour. Do you think that's going to happen again?
Yeah, Will Ospreay is home, and they're going to give him some airtime, so I don't see why not. I think it would be a good match, even if, regardless.
I really hope they don't go the full hour, because maybe that's why they only have 10 matches. That's starting to make sense now. But yeah, I'm going with Ospreay here for this one. You picked Ospreay. Who'd you got?
Who you think?
Ospreay, yes.
Yeah,
he is fan-fucking-tastic. The guy is just awesome wrestler. But his promo at the end, when they ask him, when you go out to the world, when you ask Japan, he actually said in Japanese, like, who's the best world planet, they'll say Ospreay. When you go to Australia, who's the best wrestler, it's Ospreay. When you go to England, they'll say Ospreay. In the U.S. and Canada, they'll say Ospreay. But the guy is just fantastic. He is probably the best wrestler on the planet, second to no one, in my opinion. But
by far,
yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Him in the Wembley is gonna be awesome. That when he wins that title, it's gonna be great.
Nuts.
Now, my only question to you is do you anticipate any shenanigans? Meaning Don Callis.
I do anticipate some, but I think that Will Ospreay is going to overcome everything and win. That's going to make the pop even bigger once he does win.
I think the only way I can see Don Callis trying to screw Will Ospreay is during the end of the match, and then I believe you have what's his name,
Kyle Fletcher
intervene and prevent that from happening. I can see that happen, but I mean I like Will Ospreay light for sure.
But I can just as easily see
him turn on him.
I can see Kyle Fletcher turning on him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this match. This is one of those matches where I look forward to not only the match, but what storylines can come out of the match.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely a big one. Probably my favorite match. The match I'm looking forward to on the card.
After what I saw in Dynamite and Collision, man, I may say that the Danielson and Swerve match might be better, but we'll get into that now. So
I didn't say anything about being better. I just said it's the match that I'm looking forward to the most.
For me, we'll move on to the man I'm most looking forward to is for the final countdown title versus career for the AEW World Championship. We have the champion Swerve Strickland going against Bryan Danielson. Danielson is a minus 500 favorite, Swerve a plus 300 dog. That promo at the end that Danielson cut, I've already been vocal about how I was not much of a fan for Daniel Bryan, but this Bryan Danielson guy is fucking fantastic, bro. Him coming in being a more like a kind of like a neutral character, like he's like him saying out loud, "I'm gonna kick his fucking head in." Like this guy is fantastic. I love the American Dragon. The promo he cut at the end. Oh my god, watch it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I mean, the guy said he literally cursed twice on the promo. He said, "I'm the best fucking wrestler in the world," like, and I was like, "I'm the American fucking Dragon." Like, the crowd reaction to him was just great. This feels like the Yes Movement 2.0 in my opinion. They've kind of captured that, or someone manifest that again in my opinion, and I wasn't so much high on Daniel Bryan, but Bryan Danielson, I am 100% as far as in. I am picking Bryan Danielson to win the title.
Daniel Bryan.
I just wasn't a fan of him. Him getting beat all constantly, I wasn't a fan of. But this one, I just feel he's like more authentic, more realistic in my opinion. But sadly, I think Swerve Strickland has gone full-blown heel in this just for this match. I don't know how you fancy book this in the future, but I'm going to go with Bryan Danielson. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Danielson strictly because he put his career on the line. I don't think Tony has the balls to do it. I just don't think that he has the balls to beat Danielson and say, "Oh, yeah, nope, his career's over." So I think that Danielson is going to be the one here. Got to be.
So
Swerve might get the title back.
Yes, I agree.
But Danielson is winning here.
Because they're going to be at Wrestle Dream.
He has to have the title. But he has to have the title before he leaves.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I agree. He's too good of a wrestler not to be an AEW champion. or world champion, in my opinion. They are wrestling at Wrestle Dream in October in Seattle or in Washington, so that might be the place to do the rematch.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. But for this one right here, Daniel Bryanson is winning. Oh well, no, excuse me, Bryan Danielson. Jesus Christ, I hate his fucking name.
Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. The American Dragon. He's the fucking man, bro.
Oh, definitely.
He is just fantastic. That promo really, dude. I was like 3 beers in, and I was like, man, I was drinking that shit, bro. I was like, yes, brother, let's do it. Huh?
I've completely enjoyed his run here in AEW.
Oh yeah, he's been great.
I enjoyed his run in WWE, but I this one is really just taking the cake for me.
Oh yeah, for me, he definitely sold me on this. So the promo, I'm telling you, on Dynamite just sold me on this match, and it was somewhat kind of underwhelming, but man, they really came out like on fire at the end. So very much looking forward to this main event. As
long as you're not telling me what to do, I'll probably check it out.
I recommend everyone to watch his promo at the end for sure, but that's pretty much all I got. I guess the last thing I want to add as far as you brought up the question as far as I think Hangman is going to win as far as the Gauntlet match, so I guess Danielson against Hangman at All Out.
I guess they can do that.
That'd be a hell of a match.
It would be, but I just don't. I don't know. Are we playing hot potato with only a few stars now? Like, why does Hangman need the title right now?
He doesn't,
and that's my problem. So why make him win the Casino Gauntlet match if he's gonna just for him to lose?
I don't know, man.
Certain things that Tony does doesn't make sense to me. What is he gonna do it that way? I don't know. I guess we won't know until he does it. But there's just certain things that when you try to think about it and give it forward thought, it just doesn't make sense that he's booking things the way that he does. So that's why I don't know if he would win. But still, it's kind of like the Money in the Bank briefcase to me. There's certain gimmick matches where if you're gonna have people lose, why do we have the gimmick match? It's like when you have the Royal Rumble, you have everybody losing to Roman Reigns, or if you have Money in the Bank and you have the person who's cashing in lose like 3-4 years in a row, you start thinking, okay, then what's the point of them having this match? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna have the Casino Gauntlet match, you kind of want the person to win. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is almost a guarantee. That's when you know you're making a star. I got the Cody Rhodes thing because you had Roman Reigns, but you eventually had him win. But look at like Nakamura. You had him win, and then he loses.
That didn't make sense.
What did he do after that? You've had people like Damian Sandow or Jack Swagger cashed it in successfully. Yeah, who else did you? You had a couple of people who didn't cash in successfully, and it's like, okay, what are you doing with the Money in the Bank briefcase? So, when I see gimmick matches like this, if you do have Hangman win, do you have him lose the title match?
Asuka wasn't Asuka one?
Yeah, Asuka lost. She lost to Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay. I guess Vince doesn't like Japanese people.
That's a possibility.
I mean, he did have Hogan call that line to Yoko, so you know the line I'm talking about.
Yoko's not even Japanese.
I know, but that's what Hogan said, brother.
I get it, but Hogan's a racist anyway. He probably his out anyway. You know what? I'm going off on a tangent, but yeah, no, I definitely if Hangman wins it, I think it'll be a good match.
Yeah,
but you can't have people win the Casino Gauntlet match, get a world title shot, and lose.
I got you.
So, you know what I'm saying?
It's relatively new, the Casino Gauntlet match. So I think it's like the third time they're doing it. So and it worked out well for them. But we'll see. Overall, I guess final thoughts. I think it's gonna be a solid card. It's only 10 matches so far. They'll probably add 1 or 2, I think. But this is definitely better from last year, in my opinion. This is definitely a level up, in my opinion. But yeah, tomorrow the All In pay-per-view in London is early if you're in the U.S. I believe that will be 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Any final thoughts on this card?
I hope the Jets win tonight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to it. I think that there's going to be a couple of good matches. No, I don't really care if the Jets win. It's only preseason. But I think that there's going to be a couple of good matches on here. I really am looking forward to. Like I said, I want to see Mariah Stratton win. I'm my favorite match. Well, not my. Yeah, no, the match I'm looking forward to the most. I don't know if it'll be the best match, but I'm looking forward to MJF and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
And I think that there's not a bad match on the card. I still don't get that pairing of Pac with the BCC, but whatever. But no, overall, the only match that I really could care less about, the two matches I could care less about are
Hook and
Jericho and Hook, and Darby and Jack Perry.
I guess.
I think it's most. Well, I'm not a Darby Allin fan.
Because he is.
I think
he's about to lose, brother. He's about to lose.
Yeah, for the first time that I think I'm not. Is this the first time I'm not picking him in a pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think we picked MJF in that Fatal 4-Way.
Did I?
Yeah, I think we all went with MJF.
Oh well, I mean, Darby's not with Sting anymore, so now he has more of a shot of losing.
True. Yeah, that's the Sting effect. But I was gonna say you asked about the Jets. Nobody cares. I think Chris does care, but we'll leave that. That's an inside joke. Nothing else to add to this here overall. I think it's gonna be a great pay-per-view card. I believe All Out will be in 2 weeks from Sunday. So we'll try to do the prediction show. I think WWE has one. I don't know if I can do that one because it's gonna be early.
Yeah, Basher Berlin should be their next one, I believe.
I think Dee's gonna have to do that one because I work late on Friday night, so that's really. I'll leave that to you, brother.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have nothing else to say or add, but you did bring up NFL. We'll try to have some NFL content in the near future. But any last words?
Go Jets!
All right, guys. Thanks everyone for listening. For D, I am Ray. We'll be back later.
Peace.